That's enough event info for now. Now it's time for what you've all been waiting for. New character info.
Hey
Alright,
guys,
these are
never
the
stopped it today.
7th anniversary characters.
I don't even want to
Here
talk
we
about
go.
it. The new characters are being revealed now. They've just spoken about a bunch of awesome stuff that we normally get from anniversaries. We get free summons, free crystals, raids, ultra upgrade for equipment, that sort of stuff. Okay, this looks pretty cool. I will say as well, I am one of the lucky few who have managed to avoid leaks. There was someone on Twitter, I think a couple of days ago, said leaks are going around, avoid social media. That's exactly what I did. So whoever that was, thank you. It saved me. I just haven't done anything other than like post my YouTube videos, post stuff on Twitter, on my page, and that sort of stuff. So I don't know anything. I have no idea what this could be. My guess is still Fusion Super Gogeta and Fusion Kefla. That's last minute predictions, I think. Okay, let's get straight into this. I am very excited. I don't know how they're gonna go about this. We could even get an Ultra at the beginning. Okay, who? Oh wait, they're just a sparking. Wait, do they maybe transform Goku?
You good to go? Yep.
Let's see.
Okay, let's do this.
The sparking tag Super Saiyan 2 Kefla Kefla. Is it a Kefla?
Holy blow! With the two of us fighting together, we're the toughest force in the cosmos. I promise I won't hold you
No,
back, Cauliflower.
they're just the 1%
I can always
sparking.
count on you, Kale.
Okay, so the other one is Super Saiyan Kaba. Okay.
Not good enough! Over here!
So this is definitely Universe Rep, but is it just going to be an LF Kefla maybe? I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't think it's gonna be a Kefla if the two of them were there, so.
It's Super Saiyan 2!
He transforms. That's pretty cool.
Time to no escape!
Yeah, these animations look really good.
Here goes! This is the power of until I keep
Nice.
my promise.
Okay.
I won't lose!
What are we getting here? Was that one banner? Was that? Okay, let's see what's happening here. Saiyan Duo from Universe 7 is ready for battle. Wait! Wait, what is this? A tag? Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta. Legends Limited.
Out of the way! Let's go!
Is this a tag? Wait. I need to see more.
The difference between us is clear.
Ultra Instinct Goku. Legends Limited. Wait, so are they a tag unit? So he's got his usual gimmick. That's pretty cool. Tag Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta and MUI Goku as an LF. Awaken the power to break the limits. Wait. They transform.
Everything I have!
Wait, is this a transforming tag unit? I'm so confused right now. So we got transforming evolution Vegeta, and then we got transforming MUI Goku.
Attack you won't be able to destroy!
Oh, this looks beautiful. So it's his final tournament when he went into evolution Vegeta. That's his wait. So he's the only Legends Limited. So that makes MUI Goku. So it's two NF that transform. Oh my days. I so need this Goku. I so need this Goku. So wait, he has multiple ways to counter. I have no idea what is going on.
This is our power. Can handle this.
Oh, that sounded beautiful.
I'll never quit cheering.
Yes.
I refuse to let all my friends down and betray
So I think
their
it's
trust.
2 separate LFs. So those are the 2 banners and those are the sparkings on each. Okay, I will 100% take that.
For the 7th
It's very
anniversary
interesting that they went that route though. So I've just finished reacting to the entire Legends information. I'll just give a bit of feedback from it. After the characters got revealed, everything was kind of not necessary. I feel like it was cool, but it lasted a bit too long. Like, why was it like an extra 30 minutes after the new units got revealed for there not to really be anything too crazy other than the Zenkai Awakening for the revival UI Goku is very cool. I am excited for that, but for it to have been 30 minutes after doesn't really make sense when they showed like the other stuff was cool, like the illustration, insane. I want to use those. The card arts to do with them, insane. I can't even remember everything because all I have in my head are these new units, and since then everything just I kind of glossed over it. It was just anniversary stuff that you would expect. Nothing too exciting. The collaboration with the card game, that sort of stuff, I don't really care. So yeah, these 2, in my opinion, a great choice. Like I said right when I was reacting to it, I had no idea at all. I wish I could find who it was who I read saying to avoid leaks of these anniversary units. Thank you, because I just stayed away. I made sure not to go on anything other than my Twitter page, my YouTube page, that sort of stuff, and I didn't see anything. So for me to have just seen it, I am very, very excited for it. I'm gonna say, at the moment, from just seeing it's a transforming LF and another transforming LF, it kind of seems like the Letters Fest 2024, which we just had, which wasn't the greatest. So hopefully these 2 units bring a bit more spice to it. They're not just annoying, they're actually great in terms of their kits. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. I honestly think they will be crazy. So like I normally do with the kit breakdowns, I do not look at the stuff in yellow because they just summarize everything else, and I like to look at every little detail. So we're going to be taking a look at the Vegeta first, and then we're going to obviously finish off with the UI Goku. So he is a purple range type. I think he's a range type, yes. Let's see. His Z ability, he gives Universe Rep, Vegeta Clan, God Key, Blast Attack, and Blast Defense. Plus he gives some strike attack to Universe Rep. Decent. So he has Blast Armor. On hit, damage guard penetration plus 10% for 10 timer counts. Special move, so massive impact damage. On activation, deals 40% more damage. Also based on unique gorge level. So his gorge has levels. So level 2 plus, he gains a critical rate plus 20% for 3 counts, and special move damage plus 30% for 3 counts when it's level 3. I don't know what that means yet, so we'll have to read upon that further. All enemy sub counts on switch plus 5 if it actually lands for 15 timer counts, so that's pretty good. Has blast armor. The green card, so on activation, key plus 50, damage plus 20% for 10 timer counts. On hit, he draws a card if he has 3 or fewer. Card draw speed increases for 5 counts. Unique gorge charge rate plus 30% for 10 counts. Can't stack that, so that's okay, I guess. Nullify cover change for 5 counts. It's comboable with everything, so it's one of those long range ones. I don't even remember from the trailer whether it's AoE. I don't think it was an AoE green, but then again, I just can't remember off the top of my head right now. We'll find out in the actual game. So main ability, so he will transform into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved. Draw up to 4 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. Health plus 50%, key plus 50, nullifies attribute downgrades of normal conditions for 10 counts, and it's uncancelable. His sub counts reduce. His sub count on switch reduced by 2, and that's uncancelable. So that's after 15 timer counts, which tends to be what is the amount for transforming units. So his starter ability, so when he starts off, his unique gorge plus 30%, damage plus 280%, damage guard plus 180%, key recovery plus 60%, draw speed plus 1, strike and blast arts cost minus 5, and he has endurance 30% recovery. Okay, that's pretty good. 280% damage just to start off. untransformed is a bit crazy. So yeah, unique ability wise. So when he enters the battlefield, he draws a card if he has 3 or fewer, plus 30 key, nullifies cover change for 5 counts, and protects hand for 5 counts as well. After art use, if key is 40 or lower for 1 time, it's shared between if he's transformed or not, and he resets on switch. Draw up to 2 cards if hand has 3 or fewer, key plus 30, ally sub count -2, cancel enemy attribute upgrade. So kind of similar to the LF evolution blue Vegeta. So that's pretty good. When ally is defeated, damage plus 20%, ally health plus 20%, all enemies strike and blast arts power -50% for 10 counts, and all enemies special move ultimate awakened arts power -40% for 10 counts. When on the battlefield and enemy switches, he gains 60% vanishing gorge 2 times, 10% damage for 15 counts, and enemy key -30. So you basically just don't want to swap against this guy because he could just keep on going like crazy. When hit by enemy arts, half plus 10%, destroy 2 enemy cards. When on battlefield, an enemy activates ultimate / awakened arts, nullify damage received, element disadvantage for 3 counts. So he'll be type neutral if he takes it. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Special cover change, so it's against blasts, and he could use his special move and combo into it. Now his unique goods, this is an interesting type. So evolve type, so he has multiple, it seems like. On arts use, when his gorge is full, max buffs shared before and after transforming. Draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. He has a lot of ways to draw cards. Health plus 10%, key plus 30, damage plus 20%, up to 60%. Key, not key. Special move arts cost -10, up to 30. Nullify special cover changes for 5 counts. Cancel attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions. So it levels up when unique gorge is consumed. The max level is 3. So charges slightly each time a strike or blast art is used. Additional charge conditions. Level 2 plus gradually according to key charge time, and level 3 while on the battlefield. So once it's like charged up the first time I got into level 2, it will just start increasing according to how much you charge your key as well. And then when you're just on the battlefield, when it's on level 3, it will charge up. And when it's consumed, it's when it's at the fullest. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Now we're on to when he's obviously transformed into his evolved version. The stuff I can imagine is the same with the Z abilities, nothing different there. His blue card seems pretty much the same. Green card, I don't remember seeing enemy health restoration -50%. It's pretty similar to one before, maybe a few slight differences, but all I'm saying is mainly the same. Okay, main ability, destroy 2 cards, then draw 1 each of a special move and a special arts. So green and blue card, health plus 30%, key plus 50, nullify element disadvantages for 15 counts, all enemy damage received plus 20% for 15 counts, and that's 10 timer counts. So after potentially 25 timer counts, you can go crazy with this guy. Unique ability, on transformation or when he enters the battlefield, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer, key plus 30, damage guard plus 20%, nullify cover change for 5 counts, remove card slot seal, so you can just go crazy with it and you can protect your hand. So yeah, you're just gonna go insane with it. After art use, if key is 40 or lower, you'll draw cards up to 2 if you have 3 or fewer, key plus 30, ally sub count reduced by 2, cancel enemy attribute upgrades. When ally is defeated, he does 20% more damage, heals ally health by 20%, all enemy strike blast arts power -50%, and I think that was the same as before. Yeah, it literally states it there. So I think those were the same. When on battlefield on enemy switches, he gets the same. Vanish gorge plus 60%, 2 times, damage plus 10%, enemy key -30. When hit by enemy's arts 1 time, he heals 10% and destroys 2 enemy cards. And yeah, he goes type disadvantage against ultimate and awakened arts. Cover changes blasts. That's good, it's the same cover change. Okay, onto the unique gorge. It's still the evolved type. I think it looks exactly the same. So on arts use with full unique gorge, draw card, half plus 10%, key plus 30, damage plus 20%, special move arts card minus 10, nullify cover change, cancel attribute downgrade, abnormal conditions, goes up the same way. So yeah, it's pretty much the same unit before and after you transformed. Just once you've transformed, you get like a few additional upgrades. You get the main ability and whatnot, and obviously we haven't seen stats and everything, but he will be destructive, I can imagine. Like, he's gonna just be able to combo for a very long time, force you to do that swap, which will help him out even more and make it so that he will just control the game, because he has he has endurance, so it's uncancelable. So in some scenarios you can make it so that this guy just tanks attacks like crazy, because endurance plus, what does it say here, he goes type neutral, his damage guard is pretty high, 180%, and he has ways to get more. Yeah, he seems pretty darn good, I gotta say, from the kit. We'll have to actually see how he does in game to fully understand how busted he's gonna be, but on paper seems pretty good. Okay, onto Legend Limited Ultra Instinct Saiyan Goku that transforms into MUI Goku. Okay, so once again, I'm not going to read the yellow. So he's blue, I believe, a melee type. His Z ability, so he will buff Universe Rep, some family, guard key, strike attack, strike defense, and then he'll buff Universe Rep, blast attack. He has... Does he have... That's not... He didn't have blast armor, it seems. So on activation, strike damage plus 10% for 10 counts. Similar to this, on activation, blast damage plus 10% for 10 counts. Special move, massive damage based on actions. First and on is the special move damage does 30% more damage, and then the second time special move arts cost minus 15. So the more you use it, the better it is, basically. His green card, draw one card, health plus 15%, key plus 45, unique gorge plus 50%, damage plus 20%, cancel attribute downgrades. Pretty simple cards right there. Okay, main ability, so this is where he masters Ultra Instinct. Okay, is that... I just want to quickly check something, the way they've stated that. So here they said transform into Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan. So the way they've said to master Ultra Instinct, basically Goku, that's an interesting way to put it. I don't know, it's just the main ability. It's kind of their way of saying transform, but in a cooler way, I guess. He masters the Ultra Instinct. So health plus 30%, key plus 50, unique gorge plus 70%, damage plus 20%, cancel attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions, and that's for 20 timer counts instead. So I guess they gave him 5 more timer counts before he could go ballistic. They must have done it increase, because he's going to be insane. Okay, starter ability plus 280% damage, 175% damage guard, so 5% less compared to Vegeta. Key recovery plus 70%, draw speed plus 1, and he has endurance 30% recovery as well. Okay, so on battlefield entry, draw one card if hand has fewer, key plus 40, unique gorge plus 30%, nullify special cover changes for 5 counts, nullify abnormal conditions for 5 counts, remove card slot seal, destroy one enemy card. Pretty decent to start off with. So it looks like depending on the amount of cards you use, you get certain perks. So based on strike and blast arts use, the second time you use it, the cost goes down by 5. The fourth time you use it, damage plus 20%. Sixth time plus 20% more damage. So he's gonna get up to 40% after pretty much one combo. When on battlefield, based on enemy strike arts activation, second and on enemy strike arts cost plus 5, and then third and on he'll heal 3%, and they'll lose 10 key every single time. Wow, that seems very annoying. We've also got based on enemies blast arts, the same thing happening. So for when they're using strike and blast, after like 3 times they've used it each, they're losing key, I'm gaining health. Okay, and then depending on the special move, Ultimate Awaken Arts activation, from the first and on you heal 10%, and then second and on nullify So you go type neutral on damage. Wow, he just seems like he's gonna be very annoying. He's gonna be reducing ki, healing, type neutral damage, more healing. What in the world is that? Okay, his cover changes against strike arts, cover ball into his special move, his unique gorge. Now this is an evade type A with at least 30% unique gorge when hit by evadable attack, activate evade action. So evadable attacks are taps, strikes, and blasts. And when he's on standby, so when you're out with another character, it will gradually recover. So consumed, it decreases by 30%, and when evade action activates gradually when on battlefield. Okay, so now from what I saw before he's transformed, he seems very annoying to go up against. Just seems like he's gonna be shutting you down in terms of your combos, healing up most of the damage you're doing. Well, not most, but a lot of the damage you're doing, being able to avoid attacks. Very annoying so far. So the ability when he goes mastered Ultra Instinct, I don't know if he has blast armor. It doesn't really state it anywhere, because here it says blast armor when charging forward. Maybe they haven't done that because the evade type will activate if, I don't know, it's just weird. So you're getting strike damage plus 10% and blast damage plus 10%, same as before. The massive damage with this special move, he gets unique gorge plus 50%, special move damage plus 40%, and penetrate endurance. So that makes sense. Blast armor on that, so it's a long range special move. His green card on activation plus 10% health, ki plus 50. On counter activation, draw special move arts next, damage plus 20%, prevent all enemy switching for free count. Okay, countable attacks are what we've seen before, and it combos into a blue card. Okay, his main ability when he's at mastered Ultra Instinct, so he draws a special move arts next, health plus 35%, ki plus 50, his unique gorge gets filled, he gains his vanish back, special move damage plus 20% for 20 timer counts, cancel attribute downgrades. Also, if there is a defeated battle member, you go type neutral for 15 counts. So after 30 counts, you can basically go crazy. His unique ability, so on transformation or when he enters the battlefield, draw one card if hand is 3 or fewer, health plus 15%, ki plus 40, unique gorge plus 30%, nullifies special cover changes, protect ki, nullify normal conditions, remove card slot seal, destroy one enemy card, and that's just one part. Okay, also if there was a defeated battle member, his unique gorge goes to plus 70% and his damage plus 40%. Uncancelable as well. On strike and blast art use, ki plus 10, unique gorge plus 15%, damage plus 20% for 5 counts. When on battlefield and enemy switches plus 30% to unique gorge, cancels attribute downgrade. When hit by enemy art, the same thing happens, but I think you increase the cost of their cards by 10 when on battlefield, and that's just hit by enemy art. That's, I think it's both strike and blast. And when on battlefield an enemy activates special move, ultimate, and awakened arts, health plus 20%, time neutral damage, and enemy special move, ultimate, awakened arts, power minus 30% for 3 counts. He cover changes against strikes, combo war into a blue card. His evade type is evade type B, so different from before he transforms. So with at least 30% unique gorge, when hit by evadable attack, activate evade action against taps, strikes, blasts. Also, if strike or blast arts, deal damage to the enemy. So yeah, he can avoid the attack and do damage similar to the 4th anniversary's LF MUI Goku. So recovers gradually when on standby, and it consumes and decreases by 30% when evade action activates, and gradually when on battlefield. So very, very similar to the UI Gokus we have seen so far. He has 2 different types. I don't know whether it doesn't state anywhere he has blast armor on strikes, so he might not have that, which isn't a big deal because maybe his gorge will activate if it goes and connects with an of it. That's why they kind of just didn't include it. Who knows? But yeah, it's looking very annoying, very powerful, and we'll have to see if he will be the best unit in the game. I think, just from what I'm reading, he will be best, then it will be Vegeta, and then we'll have to see from then on. So I am super excited for this. 3 times the Z power on the banners is gonna go crazy. All the cool stuff they've also implemented outside of obviously the new characters is very good. The amount of crystals that are going to be available for us to get is no joke. Part 2 I feel like will be the part where people will be more excited for, because obviously fingers crossed it won't be spoiled. It hasn't been leaked. I don't even know whether it's been leaked yet or not, because I haven't been on it. Maybe yesterday or something part 2 somehow got revealed, I don't know. But part 1, really excited for it. I would have just loved if it was an actual tag transforming UI Goku and Vegeta. That would have been way better in my opinion, a bit more inventive. Them just being transforming units is a bit lackluster, so that's my only kind of gripe with it. Other than that, I am super excited. At the end of the day, it's still a transforming UI Goku into MUI Goku, a transforming Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta into Super Saiyan Evolved Blue Vegeta. Very, very cool units, very, very hype moments, and I'm all in for it. So I hope you guys are excited. If you got leaked and it got spoiled for you, that's just a shame. I don't know why UI Goku always gets leaked every single time. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, hit that like button, and if you want to see more in the future, subscribe. See you on the next one. Good. Bye.